maybe an officer gets pissed off and they go, well, I'm gonna slap these on extra tight. Us three like to think we don't do that.
So
that would make us mad.
These are the 3 best cops in America. They do not torture people with torture cuffs. But these are torture. You know it, and you know it, and you know it. All 3 of you guys right now know that those handcuffs are torture. Immediate torture. If you don't believe me, let's put one on your wrist right now.
Same tightness for everybody, doesn't matter.
Right. Same tightness for everybody, huh?
Yes.
Is that right? Same tightness for everybody?
Why?
You guys are gonna sit here with a straight face, dude. Come on, guys.
Put it on me.
Are you gonna put them behind the back too?
Yep.
So this is how we put handcuffs on.
Oh, man, those are not. You can get a finger through over here.
That's how we're taught.
You can get a finger through over here.
We're taught to check for tightness. You're supposed to be able to fit a finger in between, right?
That's how we're taught.
But those are not tight how you would put them on me.
My intention when uploading any video is for viewers to glean some shred of valuable knowledge that'll help them navigate successfully through their next encounter with a state agent. Even though these agents swear they're there to uphold our liberties, we all know their actions betray their promises when they violate our rights. And when I say navigate successfully, I mean successfully securing or advancing our own individual freedom and, by extension, the freedom of others. Any freedom we currently enjoy, including the illusion of freedom, which that's what it is when you have psychopaths dishing out so much tyranny, that freedom seldom remains static. I liken the degradation or advancement of our freedoms to being in a boat as you paddle upstream. As soon as you take your oar out of the water, forward motion stops and the current takes you backwards. Well, the current in this metaphor is the current of tyranny. So when I see a video like this that seems to chip away at the barrier between cops and the public and appears to plant a brush fire of freedom, if not in the minds of the law enforcers, certainly in the minds of anyone who would watch this, I like to share it. Now, before I start, I'm not unaware of the rift I and many of you have witnessed in the last couple months between many in the auditing community and Chile from Delete Laws. And I know people take issue with the term auditing community, but not being sure what to call it without the possibility of offending somebody, hopefully you'll understand what I'm talking about. To me, rifts like this are unfortunate and, I don't know, maybe unavoidable. Maybe the parties on both sides of this conflict believe they're right. I mean, I assume they do believe they're right or they wouldn't be holding to their position so firmly. Though I don't agree with any of the mean-spirited, outright disrespect and mockery I've been seeing, I'm still friends with people on both sides of this unfolding drama. I'm friends with Chile, and I'm friends with people who seem to hate Chile. And don't get me wrong, this isn't a woe is me, I'm stuck in the middle. It's not a plea for sympathy from anybody on either side. Even though I don't agree with how some people approach certain audits because I think it often diminishes credibility, especially in the eyes of the general public who've been propagandized into believing the boys in blue can do no wrong, I still think many of these audits serve as a valuable reminder of just how precious our freedoms truly are. And I don't want to lose those freedoms. We've got children who are going to grow up in this crazy world, and I don't want to make things worse than they already are. In this ongoing saga between several channels and Delete Laws, I do see, or at least I believe I see, some grave misunderstandings, misrepresentations, and rumors being adhered to. One reason for this may be that we as humans, and I am talking about all of us humans, can't seem to escape the vortex of being pulled this way or that by the cult of personality or the cult of group identification and acceptance. The desire to be accepted by a group is so strong that sometimes it'll override objective reasoning capabilities. It can and does happen to the best of us. It reminds me of the Asch conformity experiments, which reveals the degree to which a person's own opinions are influenced by those of a group. Asch found that people were willing to ignore reality and give an incorrect answer in order to conform to the rest of the group. And I know that some people have already made up their minds on this issue, but for the sake of clarity and brevity, we're being told that Chile from Delete Laws is a fraud and that he's a dangerous criminal who has victimized people. If this is true, all the accusers need to do is show the proof. And I've seen a lot of videos on this, guys. I just haven't seen the objective proof that it's going to take to convince me that these things are true. Who exactly was victimized, monetarily or physically? What was the fraudulent activity? Who was harmed? And I realize even questioning this, I myself risk being labeled as a dense traitor with the mental thickness that can't even think his way out of a wet paper sack. But truth fears no scrutiny. And friends, they're just not fair-weathered. Friends are loyal. And somehow setting all this aside, whatever you think about delete laws, Chile conducted what I consider to be a valuable and noteworthy audit on some Muskogee police officers that I think you'll find educational and enlightening. And it was done with a cordiality that I think we need to see more of. So if you're still with me at this point, here's the video.
Oh, you got new headgear. Can I see that? Can I see that headgear? That's great. That is great. That's great. Matter of fact, I have one of those on my wish list. I'm gonna have coming out. Can I look at that? Is that okay? Can I just look at it? I'm not trying to be rude. I just want to show the people. You know. Hey, I like the headgear, man. I really like it.
We're with the city of Muskogee. This is just a halo wax on body cam, just goes around your head. That way you can see everything. Or you know, car pursuit and stuff like that. Catch it all instead of being on the chest.
Right, because on your chest, like this, if you put your arms out in front and you're shooting, right, we can't see what you're doing. What's really, but that makes it so that we can really see it.
Right.
Dude. This is Officer Cochran, everybody, with the Muskogee Police Department. Yep. Muskogee Police Department, and Officer Wisdom with the Muskogee Police Department, and Patrolman Colburn with the police department. What do you guys think about changing handcuffs? Changing handcuffs to straps and putting them in front, so that it's not immediate hatred. Because
I've never heard of anything like that.
You never heard anything like that.
Yeah.
But have you been in handcuffs before?
I believe when I was like a teenager. Yeah, they're not comfortable. You know,
they're torture. It's the reason why I do what I do, because they put me in torture cuffs, and I tell you, you can do a lot of things to me. You put me in those torture cuffs, we're not friends anymore. Well, you know it.
Hey,
you know it.
I know
Are you just talking about normal handcuffs, or you talking about something else?
The torture cuffs you have, the torture cuffs he has, the torture cuffs he has. All of them are torture. They were actually designed for slaves, to torture slaves. Yeah. And then the shorter the chain, you would be able to recognize if he was a bad slave, it was a really short chain, and if you were a better slave, you had a little longer chain. You would even be allowed to feed yourself, but sometimes they would cuff it so you couldn't reach to your own mouth. It's all about slavery. Yeah, you can watch it. You can watch it on my channel. We got to change the cuffs. They got to go to a strap in front, and you also got to move to a camera detainment, where you come up to me and you say, "Hey, sir, I got you on camera. Not gonna touch you. We gotta go talk. I got no weapons. I'll come, because you're gonna tackle me, right? I'm going with you.
Depends on the situation.
You know it.
What like
If you say you're coming with me, I'm coming with you, right? Nothing's gonna stop it. If you say you're under arrest, I'm going, right?
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm going. Does everybody, you disagree?
If you have probable cause for an arrest.
If you have probable cause, I'm shoplifting and you catch me and I got the cookies in my coat, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to jail. You're gonna take me, right? We need to move to a camera detainment. You're under arrest. Do you want to come with me? I got you on camera.
You want to? I don't agree with that.
No, I don't want to come with you.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
We got to
Nobody's
change
gonna
that.
want to.
Of course you don't want to, but here's the choice. Either you come with me, or I throw you on the ground and put you in torture cuffs. What do you want to do?
Oh, I see what you're saying. So if they're cooperative, we don't put them in handcuffs.
Right. Because like me, I'm for law and order, man. I'm for rule of law. So if you tell me you're under arrest because I backed into a car and drove away and I didn't know I hit and run, because that's arrestable, right? Then I would go, I have to go with you? Yeah. Okay, can I follow you in my car?
I got you.
Do you know what I mean? You don't need to impound my car. You gotta go through the process of the paperwork, because that's how it is, right?
I got you.
Because think about it, like I'm in my 40s, right?
Yeah.
Do I want to flee?
But we can't know that. We have
But
no
a lot
way
of people
knowing
do.
that.
Right. Well, a lot of people do, but look where you're taking them. Look where they're going. They're going
Watch
to
out, man.
they're going to a dungeon. They're going to the worst place ever. They're going to the worst place you could ever go to. There's no the worst day out here. The worst day I've ever had here beats the best day in the dungeon. It beats it every time.
I've literally had people take people taking them to jail so they can get some food.
Well, that's a different problem, my friend.
I agree.
That's a different problem.
I agree with you.
You know, that's a different. And I'm doing my best to try to have conversations. I mean, you're a black man. You didn't know that torture cuffs were made for slaves.
Right. I
Like,
had no idea.
now just imagine if you had one big long strap and you had one and you had one and you gotta take me, you could wrap me with those 3 straps and I would be totally wrapped up like a sardine. I mean,
Oh, I got you.
you see, like there's just better ways to do it.
Switching the straps that go around the entire body.
Yeah. Yeah. So imagine I'm drunk, right? Which I don't drink.
Jail has those.
Yeah, but they have like body like wraps and like, I mean, it's inhumane where you're like, I mean, it's
Right. So honestly, I know what you're saying. I know where you're coming from. The only issue with that is we don't decide.
but you can decide. That's the point. It takes free men to sign up for what you guys have signed up to do. And now that you're in the system, you can start to say, you know what? I met a guy in the street. I don't know if the guy's crazy, but these are torture. You know it, and you know it, and you know it. All 3 of you guys right now know that those handcuffs are torture. Immediate torture. If you don't believe me, let's put one on your wrist right now, not behind your back. Do it right now. Just one on your wrist. Just put it on right now. Just do it right now.
So I've worn them behind my back.
No, let me put one on you right now. Right here. You guys got 2 guns with you. Blow my head off if I try something.
We're not gonna do that.
Just put it on.
Listen,
Right.
Right. Why aren't you going to do it?
Hold on.
No, why aren't you going to do it?
Hold on.
Because it's torture.
Hold on. Here's at Police Academy, we go through DT, right?
Right.
Defensive tactics. We get put in handcuffs. We get arrested just like anyone else.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You're not full of fear.
Hey,
You know
listen,
this guy's
listen,
going to let you out.
Listen,
I'll
I got
give you
something.
that.
I got something for you. You can go through a reserve academy for free if you want to do a reserve DT. Our defensive tactics instructor at Muskogee puts them on all over Oklahoma. You could go to any of them and just say, hey, I just want to show up and do your guys' DT party to see how it works.
Listen,
See how it's taught.
I'm quite an aficionado in knowledge on your handcuffs. I know quite a bit. I mean, I know a lot.
Yeah, well, I understand
But
that.
I'm saying your handcuffs, just 4 guys here talking, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Those are torture. And if you let me put it on you, not in the academy, if you let me put it on you, like I just called your mother a front, and then I put that one cuff in front right here, within 5 seconds, just let tight. It's too tight. Right or wrong?
So you're complaining.
Yeah,
it was-
but you, yes or no? No, I'm asking you.
No, so I need more information.
Your complaint is
Because-
with improperly applied handcuffs.
No, improperly applied? They are improperly applied. Listen, if someone calls you the N-word, and he's calling you the N-word, and he shoplifts, how tight are those cuffs going on?
Just like I put them on.
Oh, God!
Same tightness for everybody. Doesn't matter. what
Same
you've
tightness
done.
for everybody, huh?
Yes.
Is that right? Same tightness for everybody?
Why?
You guys are
Listen,
gonna sit here with a
listen,
straight face,
listen,
dude. Come
listen.
on, guys.
Do they go on the same tightness every time? Obviously. So listen, if someone's being compliant and they're putting their hands behind your back and you're putting cuffs on them, that's going to be completely different when you're fighting them on the ground and they're physically resisting you.
Right.
Or the cuffs can go on tighter, maybe, but that's not on purpose. You're trying to get someone into custody that's fighting you.
So maybe putting handcuffs behind people's back isn't such a necessary thing. Maybe if we're going to keep the torture cuffs, they could go in front.
If they're compliant.
Because if you try to put my
absolutely.
hands behind my back, look at my thickness, dude. You try to put my hands behind my back, just this right here for more than a minute, I'm like,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
come on.
Well, there's
Look, just look at how my arms.
none of us are saying we're against switching to a different style of cuff.
But with bigger
Let's get rid of the
people-
slave cuffs.
With bigger people, we often put 2 handcuffs on,
Yep.
2 sets of
We'll hook
handcuffs.
2 handcuffs
So you're not,
together.
you're here instead of here.
You guys are in the system. I'm not. I'm versus. I'm against this system.
Right.
So, but here's what has to happen. We have to talk.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
We have to communicate. Not a single one of you has denied that the handcuffs are torture yet. Are any of you denying it?
I don't believe that they're.
Then
I don't
let's
know-
do it.
I don't know the history that you're talking about.
So what's the definition of torture?
listen to me. This guy shook my hand. He put me to my knees. I would not want to fight this man. I would not. The way he grabbed my hand, I felt like a little child. Okay, he's strong as a bull. You have no idea how strong that is. Okay, listen. As strong as you are, let's put it on you right now, right here, out front, one wrist, right now.
Well, I'm not
Show
gonna
the
put my
people
handcuffs
it's not
on you,
torture.
No.
Show the people.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. What is your definition of torture?
Let's show you for 5 minutes. You got two guys with guns, dude. I got nothing. I'm showing them I'm unarmed. I got nothing, dude.
I understand that.
Put
but
one cuff on right now for 5 minutes.
handcuffs are not comfortable.
They're torture.
I will agree with that.
They're made
But the
to torture
definition of
blacks.
torture-
They're made to torture black people.
So, okay.
Let's put one on you right now for 5 minutes. You got two guys here with guns, dude. Right now, put it
okay.
on. I just said how tough you are.
Well, I'm not
5
gonna
minutes.
put it on for no reason.
No, I want you to understand what you do when you put that on anybody, and you just said, oh, we put them all the same tightness for everybody. Put a 1 if you believe that, put a 2 if you don't. No one's gonna believe that. Different people get treated differently, and we know that throughout the society, through the history of time. I mean, come on.
Historically, I agree with you. As far as how I operate during my job, I treat everybody the same.
Yeah,
Doesn't-
even if I,
So we're not saying that that's never happened.
yeah. okay.
Obviously, that's
I
happened.
love these. I'm fans of those.
Obviously, that's happened before. Maybe an officer gets pissed off and they go, well, I'm going to slap these on extra tight.
You can
Us
reach me.
three like to think we don't do that.
So
that would
these are
make
the-
us mad.
These are the 3 best cops in America. They do not torture people with torture cuffs. You have a torture
We put
device.
handcuffs on
You
people
have a
every
torture.
single day.
You have a torture
So
device.
If that's what you consider torture, then
Then let's put it on you right now for 5 minutes.
okay. So what is that
Right
going to
now.
solve?
I want you to show you that it's horrendous. It's the
We-
worst
so-
pain
let's
ever.
We've already had them on.
If you put the handcuffs on one hand in front of him correctly, how we are taught to do, it's not going to hurt him.
Let
at
me
all.
put it on cop style.
It's not.
Let me put it on cop style. Come on.
We're going around in a circle.
No, but I'm just saying, if you guys don't want to do the demo, I don't want to. I'm not trying. I'm in shorts and flip flops. I'm certainly not here to challenge you, gentlemen, physically. But if you'd like to do a demo, I just said how tough you were. You destroyed my hand like I was a Kellogg's Fried Krispies. My hand's ruined from this man, right? So let's put it on.
Oh, you just tonight.
Give me your business card. I'll call you. We'll do it when you're not on duty. Let's put it on. But let me.
Put it on me.
But let me. Now put it. Put it. On. Are you gonna put it behind the back too?
Yep.
So this is how we put handcuffs on.
Oh man, those are not. You can get a finger through over here.
That's how we're taught.
That's how we're
That's
taught.
You
how
can
we're
get a
taught.
finger through over here.
We're taught to check for tightness. You're supposed to be able to fit a finger in between right there.
That's how we're taught.
But those are not tight. How you would put them on me? You would put them on me much tighter.
You see what I explained to you was your arguments for improperly applied handcuffs.
At 314 South 3rd Street.
Has someone put on also another thing that we run into if you put the cuffs on too loose, cuffs are overshaped. Look,
No problem, man.
Osher
look at this.
I got mad respect for you.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you. I mean, what's your name, sir? Colbert?
Colbert.
Officer
Yes.
Colbert. Okay. With the Muskogee.
Muskogee, please.
You guys write him a review. He actually just. I mean, we didn't really do a demo, but he did it. He did it. He did it. I give you all the credit in the world.
appreciate
all
it.
the,
Thank you, man.
But I want you guys to actually give me your business card. I'll email you. I'll come and let's really put those cuffs on hard. I want you guys to understand. It's terrible.
But we're agreeing with you that improperly applied handcuffs are not good. The way I just put those handcuffs on him is how I put handcuffs on everybody.
Really? Because
Yes.
those look like they were on like bracelets.
Listen.
One
listen.
finger,
Listen.
fit one finger in there is how we
You
are
know how
taught.
I just explained to you that our defensive tactics instructor does the whole shebang reserve for free. Any civilian can do it. I
Okay.
went through reserve. I was
You
reserve.
got a business card? You guys got a business card? Give me a card.
He might have one. I don't have any.
How do you guys not
But-
have business cards? You guys are professional police officers.
We got badge numbers. We have that. So our defense tactics instructor does defensive tactics where you'll actually have to fight somebody his size and try to
I'm
get
not
them into
fighting that guy.
custody. You'll have,
I'm
you have
fighting
to.
Chad Gu. I wouldn't fight him.
You'll have to. You have no option. Because if we're working on the street,
Okay.
and
I want
someone his
your
size
email address so I
attacks
can email you. I'm going to email you.
us- But you see what I'm getting at? is
Right,
your
but
arguments for improperly applied
listen,
handcuffs.
but they're all applied improperly. That's
Okay.
my argument back to you. If you tell me
So-
that
so-
you can
so-
put torture cuffs on me and you're not
So if
torturing
someone,
me,
If someone could design a handcuff that's impossible to be put on the wrong way, I'm positive that everyone would switch to it.
If you put those
That would
cuffs on
take
me,
off-
so just so you know, I got bone spurs in my shoulders from
Yeah,
lifting
yeah.
all these years. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Do you live here in Muskogee?
Oh, I'm from California, brother.
Oh, okay.
I'm traveling the country showing that this system is broken.
I was gonna ask you where you
I mean,
work out at.
because you guys don't even understand how much you hurt people with those things. And just so you know, whether you put them on me tight or loose, within 5 minutes of both of my arms pinned behind my back, the bone spurs are digging into my ligaments, and tears are streaming down my face because it's just horrendous pain, like horrendous, you know. And there's nothing I can do about it unless I get surgery and get the bone spurs removed, which then you could shoulder mobility problems and stuff. So I'm just saying, I don't love that blue line, but I know we have to work together if we're gonna get anywhere. And so I'm trying.
I respect your outlook and what you're
I'm
doing.
trying.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. I'm trying. I'm doing my best as
I
a human
respect
being.
anyone that'll come and talk to us and not just sit there and.
Oh, dude, I was the other way before.
Yeah.
I've realized it's not working that way.
Yeah, no.
It's not. You guys have the power, so now we have to negotiate, like MLK said in his jailhouse speech that he wrote on toilet paper. You know, that he wrote the letters he wrote from Birmingham. So thank you for your time.
Nope, no problem.
Thank you. I will reach out to you. I will reach out.
I know we didn't get anywhere, but I appreciate you coming over and talking.
No,
to us.
no, we did.
Seriously.
We
Absolutely.
showed. You showed. You're the only cop in 50 cops who's ever said, just go ahead and do it. And then you guys put them on like patty cake, but, right? And just you do your research. Those are for black slaves.
I'll look it up.
Let me ask you a question. Do you
Yeah.
consider yourself a First Amendment auditor?
I consider myself an actual activist. We found out now, because I'm the new leader, that a lot of First Amendment auditors are just YouTubers who want views and likes and comments, and that's all they want.
The reason I ask you,
But am I an auditor? Absolutely. But I'm more of an activist because I sue cops. If they make a mistake, I file federal civil rights lawsuits.
I'm gonna brag on our department for a little while.
Go ahead, brag on it.
We've had several people that call themselves First Amendment auditors
Right.
that have told us we have done a very good job.
Yeah. No, listen, I'll be honest. One of the best interactions I've ever had with a group of guys pulled over on the side of the road, and we can have an amicable conversation. And I'm trying to reach you guys. I want you to do the research on slavery and cuffs, because enough black guys going, dude, I'm putting slave cuffs on my own brethren. Pretty soon you might go, why don't we go to a strap system or a camera system? Once you know I don't have any weapons, which you guys can see I don't have any, from there, if I agree to go, you don't got to strap me up. I'll go with you. I backed into someone. They're claiming a claim against me. So there's someone swearing by oath or affirmation, my Fourth Amendment. They have probable cause. All the elements are there for me to follow the rule of law and then to go with you. You don't need to cuff me or impound my car. I'll follow you. I'll follow you down to the courthouse if you got to book me and give me my ticket, and that's your process. But impounding my car, torture cuffs, dungeon, strip search, now I'm $5,000 deep, and I hate you. And that's the divide that happens immediately. Whereas if we started to say, look, you got 2 cameras on.
This one, this is
That's
the
the
battery.
battery.
Right.
Yeah, just the battery.
So,
pack.
but it's not changing. It's not going backwards. There's going to be more cameras and more cameras, right? Am I right?
Yep.
There's a camera on this, right? Camera in the dash, camera, right?
We don't have dash cameras.
I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying.
But I
Yeah,
get,
yeah,
yeah,
we get what
I
you're
get what you're
We
saying.
got to get to where we change it. I could fight you. I wouldn't. You're wearing a badge. You say I got to go. I'll go. Why don't we try that? Instead of sending a warrant out for me and dropping in the slot and sending the warrant team, why not text me? Chili, you got a warrant. Oh, shit. This is Officer Colburn. Do you want to come down and meet with me, or do you want him to find you? I'm on my way to meet with you, Officer Colburn.
Actually, our city, if you get a city citation, they will text you that you
Just
you got a
text me.
court date.
If I miss my court date, there's no need to arrest me. You effed up. Okay. If you're not here tomorrow, they're going to get you. Okay. Do you see? Some humanity. Because I know you deal with jack-offs too, who are on meth and on ice, and I know that. But, hey, Muskogee Police Department Facebook, hit their page.
We appreciate the perspective. I mean, because, like you said, no one's ever brought that up to our attention. So,
Yeah.
we can't just go out here and be like, hey, man, I'm not going to put these handcuffs on if you go to jail. Unfortunately, we still have to do that. But I do
how about
appreciate
cuffing you in the front?
I've actually handcuffed people in the front.
Yeah, why not? I'll cuff you in the front.
People that are cooperative, I'll handcuff them.
You could put them on like they're literally, they arrested me in Ironton, they put them on like just bracelets. Because I said I'm not going to resist.
Right.
And I won't, so. All right.
All right, man.
One step at a time. Later, Culver.
I'll leave Delete Law's links in the description and in the pinned comment. If you go over there and visit him and subscribe, tell him Here's the Deal sent you. Leave your thoughts about this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.